a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in at the goal line. There he goes, left side. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bears. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
65 catch.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson from 21 yards away. And the Vikings Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now Herbert to start the drive. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. That just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 72 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
A 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. A toss left side for Herbert. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll toss it outright to Herbert. And able to get this to the 31.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. Toss play, Herbert. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Fields on 3rd down. The far left side taken in by Kmet. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Herbert. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Off play action, Fields. And he's got it. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Herbert will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Santos now to add the PAT. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Herbert. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. brings up third down. Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Well, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing here, Dobbs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On play action, Fields. Looking deep here from Mooney. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. And it'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And here's Trenton Gill on to punt. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota. Taking it about the 36. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now 2nd and 3. Herbert once more. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No gain on the play there, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
79 Broncos.
Here's Dobbs to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Dobbs is throwing. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, Dobbs. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to throw Dobbs. Buying time to his left. Bust through the tackle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run here with Akers. Oh, what a move. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cam Akers, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Breaks through the contact. And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of